For that season is upon us. All we know is up, we're going up. Just like the sun, shine their light. Realize the power invested in us by Almighty Father. So set on fire, type of flame that will change the game. Redeem our names, no longer slaves to the society. Not complaining, keeping you on the net to know, updating, leave you contemplating on this awakening. We upgrading, female awakening, female awakening, mothers, daughters awakening, female awakening. We all come from a womb. Don't talk to me about rape, that was Adam and Eve, but I do agree with the Bible. All matters of equality, imagine no wife, no family. Oh, my Anna seed, me see, who carry E, yeah, we really E. You find a she, you find a good thing. I see chocha, hini hoja, tumechoka kungoja.
So to hell na la mwadhini, to hell na la mteka maji msikitini, to hell na dawa juskio no longer halisikizi. Ju despite force natumia na kuacha pen bleeding, words ziko stuck at 999. Siwezi paint picture completely. Heavy hearted. Kujiuplift itabidi ni go against physics ni chizi. Nimefind my roots na zote ziko cynic. Nikizifuata niko implicit na the fact that nili take root easy, and that has me thinking. What's the worth in words? What's the worth in kuspend time nikiscript verse? What's the worth in mentality? Yuko stuck behind bars ka watu wenye mindset ziko locked wana turn out better. Nikigrow worse nina wasiwasi kwa kila inch nerve. Situations in unfold nikitry kujianna, valves in a cripple, blood in a flow backwards untimely, death ya words zangu na fall face fast ndani ya hearse. Spirit isha die na in hopes za angels could come down kuning us back to life. Intuition that rebirth itakam na mimi kuzaliwa, place penye vibes na grass ni greener, lifeline haiko thinner, vina vimejana kwa bank nina bima beams za light kuilluminate halo. Life movie based on a true story yenye hopelessness no longer ni sorrow. Third eye 360 yenye na watch all angles could distinguish reality na vako, brain kwa hustle, life come full circle, love to self 2.0 tu to tango, kustumble upon castles na black presences wenye golden locks na giantangle through wishing wells na coin path na purpose na unmasked persons in their individual versions, car weapons ziko fashioned against spirit na souls.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am on the backstage of this amazing show, One Track event, and of course I just had a chance to meet Mosoti, who's one of the spoken word artists. How are you, man?
I'm really fine. When we talk at stage, I'm feeling a little bit energy, residual energy. I'm feeling good, yeah.
Were you nervous before getting on stage?
I'm always nervous before getting on stage. It's part of the whole process. So nervousness inaonyesha like you care about the audience, you care about your art, craft, and you're thinking about how they will accept it, yeah. So nervousness is actually a good thing. So yeah.
Please give me finer details of who you are. We just jumped in.
So my name is Mosoti Norman. I am the 55th Slam African King, born back in 2015. I'm a poet, performance poet. I'm a writer, and I'm a storyteller. So sometimes I combine all of them into one. Yeah. So that's what I am. Yeah.
At least that's one thing we have in common, a storyteller. We're trying to tell stories of arts in Nairobi. What do you think the reception is like compared to 2015 when you last won?
The reception is actually bigger. People are more willing to come to events. I'm seeing a growth in the number of poets that are out there, the number of artists that are out there, and I'm actually seeing the people who were doing poetry back in 2015 making it really big on screens and whatnot. So I feel like the arts in imeanza kuwa accepted in Kenya as a whole, and it's a good thing. Yeah, I actually appreciate that very much. Yeah.
There's intensity in the words, and it's not just like the emotional side. There's intensity in the choice of words, intensity when it comes to the stories people want to share, and the expression. What does freedom of expression mean to you?
Freedom of expression means everything to me. But I feel like, despite the fact that we have the freedom of expression, it should not be limited by an outside entity like the government or anything. It should be limited by yourself. Juu kuna vitu zingine zenye mtu hafai kufanya, hafai kusema, na unafaa kuzijua based on your own morals. So I feel like freedom of expression inafaa kuwa huko, but unafaa kujua the lengths of how far unafaa kutake your freedom. Yeah. So it's something that is there and it should be there, but tunafaa limit ourselves. Yeah.
You're supporting an artist tonight. You're also an artist. What's the importance of an artist supporting another?
Ni kujengana. Hii dunia ni kujengana. The only way we can move forward is together. So nile story tu ya vijiti mingi pamoja na kijiti moja, it's simpler to break a single stick na harder to break many sticks. So if we support each other, there is growth. You know, combine audience ya Tra na audience yangu, yote come together, you get a really good show. Even me, if I have my own show at some point, combine yangu na yake, we'll get something, and that's how people grow.
Definitely, we'll be there to cover it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Social media, how do we get you on social media?
I am Mosoti Gadogo at Instagram, Mosoti Gadogo at Twitter. I don't have like many handles yet. I'm going to put more stuff on YouTube soon, so watch out. Follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, and you'll get the details whenever they come out. Yeah. Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Meskia, we're trying to get Trabolee. He's still on stage. We're trying to get a hold of him. So if you're out there, keep on using the hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Artistic Tuesday.
What? Yeah. Okay. Jump in the mission, mikono miguu sifanyi renditions za jana with you mizani edition na chana vitu sali this season I'm on Spally position apart as the moon stuck in position of following suit to rally the vision rely that we shoot my brain is a pistol we're piling the truth pali ambition mefanya ni rules sitaki division nataka we choose kali ya leaders or challenge with fools won't have any meetings wa hali ya juu. Okay, niko lit kidogo, nikispit kimombo, mna flip vipoko, mneza kiss kisogo, kila hit ni moto, ita switch the soko, wata whip vipoko, kuswitch kitonto, mina switch vidosho, wanna pick the lotion, so tip the motion, F's alive, I treat the ocean, my fun, my dive, bila mixed emotion, rap my guy, kunifine, if I them to decipher, cyphers, niggas spark the light, then in a mind, I just feel that I'm trying to in a truck, the night is so what? Hit on.
Art, Tra is art, hey, Tra is art, yeah. Arti, yo, skiza. Niko asli nkomboka mtani wapi nilonga bonga bao neza tokwa lazima jota omoka and I ride solo dolo shorty ride pogo she be like oh no oh my god tini nono oh now you wanna take some photos ushajua man's moto man's hot and I really rock the block so I just sold some drugs when I had to make some beats oh now you wanna na lazima Tony check ID so unajua Tra is art
Okay.
It continues, the best show in Africa, that is hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Artistic Tuesday. They're from stage right now, and how about we talk to them and get to find out what was happening. Flo Flani, HR, ando watatupatia hii kazi, ama namna gani?
Bana. I mean it to HR, the messenger, just go to stage with the main man upper.
Yo, what it do? This is Flo Flani, the FLOW, FLANI, yeah, the vocal percussionist, yo.
Sinoma, Geonoma, beatbox, and of course hip-hop. Just talk to us about how your experience on stage was. Probably start with Flo Flani to what was running through his mind. You're on a sabbatical, you're back, man, and we are super excited for you, man.
Yeah. You know, it was crazy, man. But I love the energy. It's been a while since I was on stage. You know, going through some personal stuff. But I'm back and I'm feeling the energy. And I'm glad that the reception was really dope. And really appreciate this. We're here for Tra. Yeah, just making sure that everything runs smoothly, yo.
Runs smoothly. Speaking of which, HR Mazejo, this is not the first time I'm experiencing you. We kuna venye unaletanga flow ya Kiswahili pale. Sheng pia. Yaani unapeleka tu wase daro nayo. Tuambie.
Yeah, man, ndo tumeshuka stage. It was awesome. This is the first time I'm actually meeting Flo Flani. I've known about him for a minute, and just to be the first act to perform with him after his long break is such a deep honor on part.
Tunaongeza kwa CV.
Mazee, ineko. Kwanza pale juu. But it was all vibes. Shouts out to the main man, Trabolee, TRA. We're all here for him, mazee. Yeah.
And just talk to me about artists supporting other artists. It's not easy to actually find artists supporting other artists and just wishing them well. I've seen you guys just come and support your very own Trabolee right here, and it's not easy. Mseme kutoa retirement.
Yeah, it's serious, man. You seeing me here, it means that the bond is stronger, like more than anything else. One thing you need to understand about the artist, especially when it comes to hip hop and poetry, we are brothers. We realize, like, before we become artists, we are human. So we share a common interest sharing the positiveness to the world. So if that is what you're up to, and that's what I'm up to, somehow we find ourselves together and we share the message. I feel like if one person can do it to like 15%, the other person can do 15%. I believe if we gather together, it's not 30%, yo. We're going all the way to the 100. Yeah.
It's going to be easy to get to 100 when we're united.
It's easy when people are united. Yeah.
Easy when people are united, but then what are you working on currently?
I'm working on a EP, self-produced, dropping sometime this year. We also have a joint album with Trabolee and Asem Gavi. We're working on the rollout right now. I'm producing some other albums, Nimingi, with Kokazi to 2020, some more videos, some surprise collaborations, you know. Maybe me and the big homie can do something, Pia. Yeah, man, it's all work.
Meskia, what are you working on now that you're back?
My producer and I, we sat together and we did a review for a track I did immediately after before I left. It's called The Status Quo. I did with an awesome vocalist called Mishu. We did The Status Quo, so I did a small documentary. It will be on YouTube early next week, whereby I'm breaking down line per line, since I'm a poet as well. So I'm breaking it down line per line and explain it much deeper so that you can understand why I wrote that line, why I'm saying that, the inspiration behind everything. So it's like I'm opening a door to people just to show them we don't just write to write. Yeah, we're trying to show something deeper.
That's value on top of value. But then, just talk to me about the scene right now. Are people receptive to whatever you're doing, or they're pretty much rigid?
I would say personally, people are very receptive. Coming off of the Uncut Hip Hop Awards, I bagged 3 awards, so I'm thankful. I'm looking forward to maintain the pace on Unpata. So yeah, more music, more merchandise, you know. Plug, Yes, my own brand. We have t-shirts, caps, sweatshirts, you know, everything, man. To hustle, to Komboka. Big shout out to everyone who's been supporting the movement, Maze. Yes, man.
Just talk to me about the same question I asked. Probably what's the experience so far about just doing your own thing, and probably just the excitement. Do you feel like the reception is really good, especially when it comes to the crowd and their response towards whatever you're doing? Okay, we've already seen, but then we just want to know, does it make you feel the same way?
Yeah, indeed. People appreciating real, and people are not shy to meet you on at the backstage, on the street, and tell you that line right there really spoke to me, and you feel like now your job is really done, and so you're pushing on to the other. And I believe if we focus more on the positivity aspect of things, we can go like really far.
Hey, I'd like you to do a little thing for us, like a small beatbox. Na wewe utatupa mistari. Tuanze na mistari ama beatbox? Kwa mic moja. Okay, so let's try it. You never know.
Right.
I'll never beatbox again. I've tried. Maybe you can give me tips, but then I can do a little thing, right? Okay. Probably trisex. Inaitwanga trisex. Me trisex and then you are the real deal. Mystery, man.
Bana, I feel like miss gym nataka ni beatbox, because kila mtu ame beatbox. Nah, I can't do that. Me, I make beats. Yeah, man. Don't let my mama know ni shy skuma ngwai. Had to do what I had to do just to feel alive. Kick around with the homies, joto ki freestyle. Wasupa walinchorea gave me the peace sign. Dus sana kunoma. Elevated myself when I got a diploma. Nikitembeaga studio zenu nkiwasoma. Y'all rap good but go back room ni bathroom kuwaosha. Young fly kutoka Ronga, yes bana.
Yes, Bana. Ronga in the building. Which hood do you represent? And then utuambie probably social media how we can find you.
Yeah, I represent Kiamba, Muguga, Muguga, all the way to Rimuru, Route 115. Yeah, you know how we do. Yeah, on Facebook, Flo Flani Wakaba, YouTube, Flo Flani TV, Instagram, at Mturiri Call, the same as Twitter. Yeah, like my page, Flo Flani Wall on Facebook. Yo.
Yes, sir. Miskia, who do you represent you?
Yes bana, 125 ndo mtaa. If you want to find me on the pale YouTube, HR The Messenger, niko na vlog series ina drop every Friday, Messenger Fridays. You'll also have my music, kila kitu maze, and also links to other social media pages iko pale. YouTube HR The Messenger. Let's get it.
Let's get it at Brian_Aseli. That's how you find me. Find us at KTN Home_. It's as simple as that. Keep on using the hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Artistic Tuesday.
I listen to music until it clicks. My goal is to use it until I fix all the glitches and bruises inside my mix. My mother's tears, my father's crimes, my brother's fears. I've met the mind, so I disappear until I find another rhyme. In this world of hash realities, they say make cash or be a casualty. Huku motives ulterior zikisale kwa worship za media. Gossip na whispers, toxic kabisa basi kawa. Profit ya preacher ni kuchafua verse hadi umoshi kwa feature. Ini ile una blast it kwa speakers, time zikiza soko zikuguzi kwa roho, zikugongi kwa kichwa. Yeah. Kabla kualikwa, acha nitambe solo labda nitafika. Wanadhani afro kwa Mwafrika inamaanisha mafikra. In real life mini Laszlo, backstroke in your paddle nikibadilisha mabikra. So kuni box kimawazo itabaki 3-line Manila. And I traded in the empathy for discernment, trying to find a centerpiece for my sermons, where they only elevate the pedigree through the garments.
The king himself, King. Ukofiti?
Niko salama.
Intro yourself once more because na ni kama nime understate.
Yo, I go by Trabolee, truth reigns above, but only love exists eternally, all that good things. Yeah. That's what Trabolee means. Yeah.
Tonight was all about you, man, and your experience. It's grown from your poetic side, to your thought process through art.
Yeah.
Just talk to us about how you came about with that vibe.
I just started writing poetry. One day I discovered my mom's books. She used to write poetry as a child, and alikuwa amazing stash too, because you know when you grow up and all that. So I read it when I was young, and it like, oh, you can express yourself like this. And then from there, hip hop came in, listening to music, met some people in Nakuru, they really inspired me, and then now we are here doing Watching the Tribe.
Originally from Nakuru or Nairobi?
Originally, I was born in Nairobi, grew up in Nakuru. Yeah, so it's very limited. It's like two sides of one coin or something.
Which part of Nakuru, man?
Freehold, free area, Fraha, Langa Langa, 58. Like we moved a lot as well. Yeah. So I grew up around all the sides. Went to Lions Primary School, then Ikenda Western, Soma. Then Nairobi came for my college years. Then it blossomed into music. So yeah.
Blossomed into music. Now we are on this art scene. It's really amazing just to see you once again. I've been watching your videos. The concepts are really sick. And I was told you have a gig. I was like, you know what? I must be there. But then you have amazing artistic friends, man. Because I've seen people come along, musicians, singers, even spoken word artists themselves, just wanting to be your MCs and hosting the event. Just talk to us about that whole chain of artists.
I think I'm very accessible. like beyond this, when after the show, after the lights and everything, we meet, we talk, It's all about community because, you know, in most careers, people are together. You find lawyers together. I think artists should also do the same. So I always engage with my artist friends. I check up on my creative friends. And we've just built like authentic relationships. And that's something I'm grateful for, you know. So it's something that's beautiful. Yeah, I totally agree.
What does this experience mean to you?
It means this is just the beginning. I just wanted to give a taste so that in the future when it comes, it will be more live music. And I want to build an offline community of people who I can invite, give them exclusive listens to my projects, chill with them, send like the documentary, send them exclusively to them, and just build a community where Try's art means more than it's just me. So it's art in the sense that it's building everyone, you know, like it's healing my friends, it's healing the people who listen to my music, and you just don't have to feel isolated. You can be like, I'm part of something, and I think that's beautiful. Yeah, yeah.
There's one man who you've actually brought from retirement, man, or a sabbatical. This guy is, yeah, Floflani is out of retirement just to come and support you, and he's saying that he's going to do it a little bit more. What does this mean to you as well?
Because when I came into the poetry scene, I watched Flo Flani. So when I heard he was stopping, I was like, no, man, you know, you come and be part of this and feel alive again. Because sometimes when you're creating, you may think no one is listening, but people are actually paying attention and they're actually relating to whatever you're saying. So that is such a big thing. I feel Flo Flani is an amazing artist because he fuses beatbox and rap, and he has a beautiful story behind that. He turned stammering. He used to stammer and then he became a beatboxer. I thought that's beautiful. That's turning your handicap to your strength, you know? So I'm like, someone like that should not disappear from the face of the earth. So him acknowledging that he's come here because of me means a lot. So that's major for me. That's one of the highlights of this event today.
Highlights of the events, but then just a personal touch to that.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, who do you consider the best in the industry right now when it comes to rap?
I love what everyone is doing. Like everyone is doing their thing in their very specific lane and they're doing it well. Someone like Calligraph Jones, someone like Blinky Bill. Those are very unique artists, different parts, but they're doing it to the maximum. But I listen to so many. There's so many artists with the rise of bedroom studios. Unaenda SoundCloud, unapata what? There's someone who's just sitting in his room. So I do this show called Living Proof, where I invite artists to come and perform in Middle East's living room. So I've been.
Jenny invite?
Yeah, you want to come and rap? Come through,
I
man.
won't rap, but I can do
We
something.
can come, we talk, we chill, we vibe. So Living Proof, it's a channel. It's like a tiny desk. Wase come perform, see one it's like a visual podcast. So it's made me listen to very varied artists from Nairobi. So some people are really good. Maybe they don't have the exposure. But the people who have the exposure, they're using it well. Even Kina Sauti Soul, I love how they write their music because it's being accessible, being able to reach a wide audience is not an easy thing. Simplifying is not easy for everyone. So like even that, I think it's a really rich time for Kenyan music and Kenyan culture, and everyone should support and listen.
How does 2020 look for you? Because there are so many people who are talking about dropping EPs. Others are talking about probably just writing new music, traveling, touring. What's the plan, man?
I want to do projects. I want to make a podcast album. I don't know if where I can just talk with people and create beats where people can listen to stuff, and then also just keep moving. Like there's a lot of material I've heard previous years that I think I should release it. Yeah, so it's about just putting out as much as possible, but also I don't want to be specific because I've been too specific with my past careers, and you don't know. Sometimes you plan and then God laughs at you like, "Oh, you're planning," and He comes and He does His thing.
Like I was not invited.
Yeah. So I plan just enough, I just do my work, and I let how the receptivity will be. But I'm collaborating with a lot of guys. Like you had HR, we have a whole project with him, and so many other people, man. And in different, like fusing art, rap and graffiti, rap and cooking, rap and so many aspects. I want to see how I can bring all of them together.
let's just say, the fusion of rap and life?
Yeah, rap or tries art. There's the fusion of art and life. Life imitates art, or art imitates life, you know.
It's a big imitation, but then there's no limitation. We'd like to say thank you for just creating this whole experience.
Yeah.
But then social media, how do we find you, and what's your parting shot?
Trabolee, Truth Reigns Above, yeah, Trabolee on all platforms. My Facebook page mostly. That's where I'm accessible. I talk to people, and Instagram. My parting shot is, yeah, just stay true to yourself and do what you need to do. You know, there's this rap group called, they say, siku moja mayouth wataungana. So if that's something to live by, yeah, then I think people should just come together and express themselves and find your purpose. That's all I'm about, finding your purpose and illuminating that to the rest of the world. Yeah.
Illuminating that to the rest of the world. Thank you very much for creating time to be here with us.
So, man.
Santi, keep on using the hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Artistic Tuesday, and of course, the best show in Africa continues.
Is it too late for truth? Start my shoeless and move. My possession is high. I was conditioned to fly. You told me reach for the sky.
My position is high. I was conditioned to fly. You told me reach for the sky. I did and I died. Somebody losing the news. Is it too late for truth? I tie my shoelace and move. Give you my 2 cents to choose. Position is high. I was conditioned to fly. You told me reach for the sky. I did and I died. Somebody losing the news. Is it too late for truth? I tie my shoelace and move. Give you my 2 cents to choose.
I know I ain't free. I just switch cages. I know the pen bleeds as I ink pages. I know they lying through their teeth. I know they try to fix Pinocchio's nose on the Sphinx. I know they demonize my beliefs. I know that makes me want to live from the scripts chosen hinge for the kill. I know you said God is dead, but that only makes him real. Just look into my philosophers. I lost my sense of wonder, and that's no surprise. Junilidhani knowing ni half the battle, lakini siponi na ngoja unipe your 2 cents ndo nijaze jackpot. Yeah, you know it. So keep on pouring paka nipate blank spot. Substitute shallow realness na deeper gimmicks. Work a heart on mute, handle business. A lens aimed at the inner critic. Cause who cares if you the illness? Ataka unaweza fanya bloods or get cryptic. But don't you try tempt me. I'm finna die empty. Spit out my God, spit out my soul till there's nothing left in me. Hey, till there's nothing left. It's a raw kind of life that we live in. I'm trying to find my light in the minute. But before I bite, I'll be dreaming. But before I bite, I'll be dreaming. It's a raw kind of life that we live in. I'm trying to find my light in the minute. But before I bite, I'll be dreaming. But before I bite, I'll be dreaming. It's a raw kind of life that